Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am completing sewing project number 9, and I am well aware that I'm way behind on my goal for the year. I probably won't reach 25 like I would have liked to way back at the beginning of the year, but that's okay. I'm still rolling on. And this project was initially supposed to be one of those really cute cardigan sweaters that are really popular right now. I had bought this really pretty blanket from the thrift store months back when we were there, and this footage actually of me cutting out the pieces was from many months ago. And I initially wanted to make a sweater out of these pieces, so I had taken apart an old sweatshirt to use as the pattern for the pieces, and I had every intention of piecing this together as like a full sweater to wear, which I thought would be super cute, but it just really was not working out. I could not figure out how to properly piece the pieces together without open seam showing, and it just was not looking that good. It was sort of bulky at the seams. It was not wanting to go through my serger, and all of that to say, I kind of abandoned the project a couple months back because I wasn't quite sure how to piece it together. And then I had a thought of just using the sleeve pieces that I had cut initially to piece onto a sweatshirt for my daughter Zoe. And I thought that if I purchased a plain colored sweatshirt, I ended up going with black, and putting these really pretty sleeves on, that it would almost be like a little cardigan sweater / new piece. So it's sort of like a thrifted upcycled piece, although the sweatshirt I did buy was new, but the blanket was thrifted and upcycled. Anyway, all of that being said, you'll see me go through the steps of putting the sweatshirt together, and I ended up making a really cute sweatshirt for her, and she absolutely loved it. So that made it all worth it in the end. It made the failure of the sweater worth it just to see her wear it, and she was so proud to wear it to church on Sunday, and she was able to show it off, and it really looks quite adorable on her. So you'll see me go through all of those steps here, the cutting out of the pieces and the piecing together of the sweatshirt, the taking off the sleeves of the sweatshirt, the sewing together. And this was a little bit difficult to go through my machine just because the blanket was so chunky, but it worked out fine, and for what it is, it ended up going well. And so here's the black sweatshirt that I purchased, just grabbed one at Walmart, and I got it a little bigger than her normal size only because I wanted it to be slightly baggy. And then I ended up removing the sleeves, and this took a little bit of time because the threads were so closely the same color as the sweatshirt that I was having trouble sort of seeing all of the stitches, but I was able to remove all of the sleeves. Well, there's only 2 sleeves, but all of the stitches for the sleeves. And then I was left with just the black, kind of like the shell of the sweatshirt without any sleeves. And then I took my sleeve pieces from the blanket and I pieced them into the sweatshirt and then sewed it all together. And that was the finished project. And she was so excited about it. She loved it so much. So that's what I have for you today. This isn't a completely fully sewn project, but it was that I am counting in the books because I did use my sewing machine for it, and it took some thought. So that is project number 9 that I have for you today. Thank you for being here if you watched to the end, and we will be talking very soon.
I got 3 reds and all blues. Okay, so 8.